Good morning, students. Let's with the very important topic, that international company account. On this topic, we will see the important objectives which can be asked for coming exam. So let's we discuss one by one in detail. Which of the following is not a characteristics of equity shares? So it can be converted into the preference shares. Is not a character of the equity shares, because the equity shares never convert into the preference shares. Vice versa can be possible, but equity shares never convert into preference shares because they are real owner of the business. So उनका ही कंपनी होता है. So they never convert into the preference shares. Second, preference shares must be redeemed within the 20 years. This is a very important legal provision of the redemption of preference shares. Which of the following is not a characteristic of the public limited company? We know there are different types of company. From this, there is one company, public company. Public company can be incorporated with the less 7% and more than 2%. Issue capital is a part of authorized capital. This is a procedure of the issue of shares, which is written in the prospect. That issue capital is a part of authorized capital. Authorized capital क्या होता है? That capital which company can collect maximum from the shareholders. उसके ऊपर आप जमा नहीं कर सकते. That is known as authorized capital. उसका part होता है. Now, subscribed capital can be more than call-up capital. You know, this is a procedure of the issue of shares. Shares can be issued by public limited company through all the above. Can be offer public offer, can be do the private placement, can be do the right and bonus issue of shares. So these are three ways public company can issue the shares, all the above. The minimum application money to be paid an applicant along with the application money shall not be less than 25% of the issue price. Very important, that can be asked for example. 25% से कम होना नहीं चाहिए. Call in areas shown in the balance sheet on the equity and liability. Equity and liability section as a deduction from the paid up capital. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, पेड अप में से कॉल इन एरियाज हमेशा माइनस करते हैं, बिकॉज इतना पैसा हम लोग को नहीं आ रहा है, उसने दिया नहीं इसलिए माइनस किया. एज पर द टाइम टेबल शेड्यूल ऑफ द कंपनीज एक्ट 2013, इंटरेस्ट ऑन कॉल इन इज अ पेबल एट द रेट ऑफ 5% पर annum. Profit on reissue of shares transferred to dash capital reserve account. Share can be issued for cash or consideration other than cash. The unpaid dividend of any years will be have to be paid out of the profit of the subsequent year in case of cumulative preference shares. Because इसमें क्या होता है, पर्टिकुलर ईयर के लिए आपको डिविडेंड नहीं मिला तो नेक्स्ट ईयर इसका भी डिविडेंड आपको मिल जाता है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड क्यूमुलेटिव. द अनपेड डिविडेंड ऑफ एनी ईयर विल बी लेफ्ट इन केस ऑफ नॉन क्यूमुलेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. कंपनी ने एक बार डिविडेंड नहीं दिया उस साल का तो भूल जाने का. दैट इज कॉल्ड नॉन क्यूमुलेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. टिल द फॉरफिटेड शेयर्स आर इशू, बैलेंस ऑफ फॉरफिटेड शेयर्स अकाउंट विल बी शोन इन द बैलेंस शीट एज अ पार्ट ए ऑफ द पेड अप capital. Profit on reissue of shares is transferred to capital reserve account. Amount of capital actually offered to the public or shareholders is called dash issue capital. जो पब्लिक को हम लोग दे रहे हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं, issue capital. The minimum subscription is 9,000 of rupees 10 each. Application are received only 8,000 shares. There will be no allotment and application money will be refunded. Capital can be called up only in case of winding of the company. Capital can call up only in case of winding of the company. That is called preference capital. Call up capital less call in areas is equal to paid up capital. MOA, that is called Memorandum of Association of private company must have minimum 2 subscribe. Capital redemption reserve can be used to make the issue of fully paid up bonus shares. Which type of shares may be divided into dividend in areas? Cumulative preference shares. The amount to be collected on application of shares should be less than 5% of the nominal value of shares. Bonus shares can be issued out of CR, General Reserve, Dividend Equalization Reserve, and IAR. The maximum amount beyond which company is not allowed to raise fund by issue of shares, authorized capital. इतना ही जमा करना है, उससे ज़्यादा जमा नहीं करना है. Puja Limited forfeited. This is a practical question. Very simple. You have to read and do yourself. Homework. Similar type of practical question for homework. These are the very important objective for exam point of view. All the best for your exam.